Hey everybody, this is Vril. Welcome back to our playthrough of Extended Timeline World War II as the German Reich. So in the last episode we annexed Hungary here, and then we also inherited their war with Bulgaria. Bulgaria declared war on them. We also, big problems in that the Japanese called us into a war, so Manchukuo declared its war for independence against the Japanese, and they have the Soviet Union as an ally, so not very good situation for us here, but I think we'll be able to deal with it. We are slightly low on manpower. Could actually look here. We've got, you can see we do have way more forces than they do, but I think they have the slight edge, and I don't think we can check that from the screen in the manpower category, so we'll see what happens. I'm going to go ahead, and actually I haven't been doing this through the series, but I'm going to go ahead and set some policies here to make sure that we can get through these battles a little bit easier. So, wanted manpower, how much are we making per month? 9 per month, so that's actually pretty good. We have a pretty good stockpile of them. I'm going to, how much is this for military is quite good as well. So I'm going to do modern firearm techniques to get that infantry combat ability. So maybe I'll add something else, but I'll see how it goes. I might do this national unrest. Maybe I should do national unrest for the moment. Yeah, let's do that. And anything else we want on here? Could do artillery combat. Don't think that's too big. Our sieging is going to be quick enough as it is because extended timeline. Now, we have a bunch of ships that are being, I think that we're about to be our courthouses, not ships. I knew we were building some battleships. We have free diplomat as well. What should we do with that for the moment? So the British really hate us. Spanish, I think we just improved with them recently. Portuguese, I think we improved with as well. But let's go ahead and improve with them again while we're doing that. I want to keep a open diplomat for the moment. So what do we want to do here? I'm thinking, I mean, we could peace out of this Bulgarian war real quick, but I'm thinking to go ahead and siege out everything in Bulgaria and give that to Hungary and finish that up. Otherwise, we're going to have a truce and not going to be able to take that land anytime soon. So let's go ahead and actually do that. So we're finally up against it a little bit here. Finally, a little bit of a challenge through this series. I do have some armies. Okay, we have rival over rival that we've just finished off. So let's see. Protect against the Soviet Union. What do we have to do? Have an army equal size in 10 years. I'm not so sure that we're going to do that. What is our actual force limit at right now? 481. We don't have the manpower to build that, though, so that's the problem. So what was the other? Rule the seas. We were doing one of these already. Have less heavy ships. Okay, we would get naval enthusiasm. Don't care about that. I'm going to wait on choosing a mission for the moment, just see how this war kind of progresses. Okay, so okay, we want to siege over here. I'm going to bring these forces down to Bulgaria here so we can siege this out as quickly as we can. Right, and I will, finally, since we're actually in a war and we can't just transfer this over, I will exchange this occupied territory here. So I'm sending these guys. I want to keep some forces back because of possible uprisings. Speaking of uprisings, we probably should be... We've got so much stuff over here. Going to spend a little bit. Let's see what it will cost us. 200. I want to spend 200. Harsh treatment. That's only 50. Let's go ahead and do that. Yeah, if these are only 50, I'll go ahead and spend it. But what about this one? That one's okay. So biggest problem is with these Dutch separatists. That's a little bit bigger problem. So could boost our stability. Should we do that? It will cost us 314. It's probably not going to affect it that much, though. We were up to 3 recently, and it didn't really help us. Okay, so we siege this one out. Let's give it to Hungary. Go ahead and siege out these other provinces as well. Should be able to finish this up pretty quickly. We've got some help from Turkey now as well, so free traders winning debates. We certainly have bad Republican tradition. Where is our Republican tradition at these days? Let's go ahead and gain a little bit of Republican tradition. Well, mercantilism will go down, but we're doing pretty good in all that respect. I mean, we've had all of our forts funded this entire series, and we're still gaining money, so I think we're in pretty good shape. I just want to check what's going on over here in Japan. So we haven't really done much at all so far. I'm just curious where the Soviet army is, like whether they're going to be focusing on our side or they're going to be focusing on us, or on the Japanese side. Okay, so we siege this one out. We're probably going to be able to get there before this army does. So I'm actually going to send this army, yeah, so let's... It's a 3-star general over here. Where is our 3-star general? Put him on there. Can we see what his skill level is? I don't think so. I'm almost tempted to pull some of these guys off of that front as well, so... we will see what happens. We're almost done, though. Almost done with this Bulgarian war. Let's quickly change this over to Hungary. And this will make this a whole lot easier for us going forward. 67 war score. Scary, we've got that 72k. What would be a good place to hide? Like, maybe a fort? But we'd be going towards them. I'm just trying to keep an eye on my manpower. I don't want to waste it here. Okay, so we are sieging these out. This should be done in a moment. Okay, there we go. Finished off both of these. So let's go ahead, piece this out. We do have a free diplomat, right? Yes, we do. Ah, okay, we cannot do that because that's... Let me just clear all this out and make sure that we're not giving anything to the wrong groups here. Okay, Sofia. There we go. And do we exchange that? Let me just check here. Oh, we didn't. So that's why I don't like doing this, is because I either forget or it's too clunky, and then it takes too much time for me to actually do it. So I usually do this between episodes, assuming we're not at war. Okay, so that's actually too much, apparently. What is too much about this? Let's see here. We've got... Maybe we can give them... There we go. Yeah, we'll give them that land there. And we will take your money, of course. We could always use some money. And that won't cost us very much. It will cost... Does this tell us who? A little bit of prestige. Okay, so we'll finish this off, giving it to Hungary, and then Bulgaria will still exist with one province, and it will have... be completely surrounded. So now let's figure out what we're going to do with the Soviets here. Let's merge up some of these armies that we split off to siege quicker. I'm tempted to go in and siege over here. Okay, so they are attacking there. We've got an alliance offer from the Chinese. How many diplomatic relations do we actually have at the moment? 8 of 11? Yeah, let's go ahead and do that. The Japanese won't be a fan of that, but I'd rather be the Chinese alliance there. That would be very good. There was a Sino-Japanese or Sino-German alliance before the Japanese got involved in all that and kind of forced the Germans to break that off. So that will work out well for us. Let's see what's going on with our battleships over here. Do we get these? So we've got one stack. Let's actually move our battleships into the Baltic here and probably go ahead and send them up here. Maybe we can blockade or something. What do we got here? Yeah, they're actually doing something there, and they don't have any battleships, so that could be easy pickings. That's like transports and stuff too. So we'll see how that goes. Don't want to get overconfident. I almost... Oh, I barely ever do playthroughs where I actually have navies, so this is not any different. How's our manpower doing? We're still reinforcing, not very much though. So not bad. So who all is in this war still? This was the Japanese. We've got Portugal's joined the European Union. That is unfortunate news indeed. Okay, so obviously Italy, Italian, Somaliland. We've got all of our vassals as well. Japanese. So I think we're pretty good shape. We just need to start sieging some areas down. Did the Soviets actually lose a battle there, or they never sieged that back? Okay, we have Mozambique must be a new country there. And Angola. So, let's see here. We want to join up probably. Surprised that Minsk here doesn't have a fort. Okay, so should we go in with our battleships and see what we can do here in the Gulf of Riga here? We'll see what happens. I think they just had some light ships and some transports, so I think that we should be able to defeat them. But it wouldn't be the first time that we sent our battleships totally to be annihilated. But yeah, it looks like that's going well. Having that leader on there certainly helps. Okay. So that will work out for us, and we'll go blockade there in the Gulf of Finland. Okay, we want to siege. Alright, so that's actually starting to be good. We've got some sieges against forts going down. We actually need to send these guys. Okay, actually send them here. And then see, just keeping an eye on if there's like a larger stack around. We've got some Italians occupying areas for the... Let's start moving these. How's our rebel issues going? Yeah, that's going pretty well. Still have a free diplomat. I think we can go ahead and actually... Let's improve relations with Hungary, because they hate us even though we gave them territory. Just looking at this here. Yeah, we're going to need to do that because they probably have pretty high liberty desire. Or possibly. I think it's going to go down over time. Why can we not merge these up? Not sure why. There, now we can, so that will allow us to pull a general off. Just thinking, where do we want to go? We want to keep our armies kind of close to each other, just in case the Soviets have the bright idea. Let me switch to fort level view. So we've got this Kiev siege going. Let's join up with them. We've got another free general that we can use as well. Okay, so we won the siege of Kiev. Now ideally what will happen here is that we could really use a white piece or something, is what I would ideally like to do. So we're gonna head towards Poltava and then Kursk probably. Yeah, since I don't actually have any claims on the Soviet Union here, I'm probably not going to be able to get any territory. the AI will be ruling that for us. Although I suppose we might be able to independently peace out, I suppose. Okay, so again, looking at forts. Let's send this 3-star to Kursk. Do we still have Manstein? Is he still alive? Just thinking of that because of Kursk. Yeah, Manstein is still alive. Okay, so it might be a good idea to actually go face off with these... with the Russians there, with the Soviets, but... I'm gonna kind of let them come into... so we can see on their own. I don't want to get into a battle and then have this, like, 3 50k stacks just waiting for us to do that. Let's actually send a group down to Crimea. So yeah, I have to watch... Okay, we won Poltava. Kharkov. I'm going to... Okay, let's actually siege out over here. We've got this group. Ideally, we actually probably take this bigger stack over there and take the smaller one down to Crimea is what I'm thinking to do. Have these guys, they can go here. We won the siege of Smolensk there. So things are actually going pretty well. We've got some Soviet stacks over here. We probably should send somebody to fight them. Our 3-star would be good for that. Should I actually just go ahead and send this? It'll probably take them forever to get there, but... Yeah, no, actually won't. Well, that's to Bratislava, never mind. Okay, so we won the Siege of Kursk. I'm gonna have this group actually head on over to this battle's where, yeah, we've got a 70k. Actually, maybe join up over here with these guys. Probably gonna be battling here with the Swedes too. So that could be a pretty big battle if that happens. Anybody's enthusiasm going down? I don't see it. Okay. I just want to check what's going on over here in Japan. Japanese, I guess, it looks like they probably lost a pretty big battle because they're rebuilding all of their forces in the mainland, so that's not good. They probably aren't very happy with us right now, though. Although we're in this war, but... different religion. Enemy of an enemy. Apparently... Who is their rival right now? I just want to check here. I would assume the Chinese... Oh, just the Soviet Union. Okay, interesting. So apparently we have good relations with them. That must have been... That whole communist, nationalist thing must have gone down and completely been off. I didn't notice it, but I mean, it was there for a while because we did have bad relations with them for a while. Maybe the Japanese did a change of government in Japan or in China. Okay, I'm just watching. Looks like our Ostland lost a battle at some point. Yeah, we lost a battle. Okay, well, we've got quite a few. Okay, that's actually Italians, okay. Let's actually merge these groups up here. We'll have to merge them up in Minsk. These guys can head on over here to siege out, but yeah, we're going to be having a battle here shortly. But it looks like this battle is going to wait for the next episode, because it does look like we're out of time for this one. So I hope you guys enjoyed this one. If you did, please hit the like button as it really helps out the channel, and I'll see you guys next time.